Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gobind and this is your channel for grace. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for hitting that notification bell and giving the video a thumbs up and also sharing it out if you feel your friends would like this. What we're going to talk about today is the powerful conjunction that is happening on November 24th between Venus and Jupiter. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys that Jason and I from Ray of Light Tarot are doing a holiday special reading. So you get a natal chart reading from me, a map of destiny reading from him, 2 in 1. We either record it for you or you join us live for your reading, in which I actually recommend because you get to ask questions. So the links to sign up for that are in the description of this video, so definitely go check that out. If you feel like one of these readings resonated with you or there's something you want to share with me, please leave a comment below. I love reading the comments and I love hearing what you guys think about the videos. So let's talk about the Venus-Jupiter conjunction. This conjunction is happening on November 24th, so that's this coming Sunday, in Sagittarius at 28 degrees, exactly at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. What this energy means is Venus is the planet of love. Venus brings the, is the goddess energy. It activates our ability to see the beauty in the world. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. He's the greater benefic. And when he comes around and he does very powerful aspects to other planets, he always comes in bearing gifts. It's kind of like the Santa Claus of the astrology chart. So when these two planets come together on Sunday, it's going to be very powerful, positive, loving energy. This will be a really good day for relationships, for those of you guys that are in union, to celebrate your relationships and to hold sacred space for sacred unions. And for everyone else, whether you're in a relationship or not, we are going to feel this activation of being present in our spiritual journey. And remember that Jupiter is about to move into, both Jupiter and Venus are in their last degrees of Sagittarius, so they're both about to switch into the sign of Capricorn, which I will be making videos about that as well. But the energy of Capricorn will be very different. So these last degrees of Sagittarius are very significant. The last degrees of any planet really activate their energy. Jupiter has been in Sagittarius for this entire year, helping us to be on our quest to move forward in our lives when it comes to spirituality, our spiritual quest. And now we get to see the beauty in all of it. That's not all, because these two planets are also conjuncting right with the galactic center point, which is 26 degrees of Sagittarius. And the galactic center point is the higher dimension. It's the culmination. It's spiritual integration. It's moving through all of the 9 dimensions and getting to a place where you finally really truly understand where your life is going, what direction you're moving in. Many of us have been on this journey for quite some time, so it is time for us to get ready to start to make those dreams a reality, which will happen as soon as we start to see that Capricorn energy come into the astrology. So just know that on this day is going to be a very powerful day where you will feel the love for yourself, the love for your path, the love for your relationships, the love for your life and your spiritual quest. And I want to bring you a message from these two powerful planets, from this conjunction that is happening on November 24th. And so we have these 4 piles of cards right here. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So take a look at these piles and make sure you intuitively choose which one calls to you the most. And once you pick your pile, go into the description or into the comments below and click on the timestamp for your reading. But let's go ahead and get started and see what messages come through for you guys. Pile number 1, let's see what we have for you. We begin your reading with the 6 of Swords, the Hermit, the Moon, and the 6 of Cups. This is a beautiful story. It's about an inner journey. The 6 of Swords is the message that says it's time for a journey. And getting the Hermit right next to the 6 of Swords card, it's like you are going to go on a journey that is an inner journey. It's from within. It's not necessarily, I'm going to pack my bags and get on a plane. It's the kind of journey that helps you to uncover more about your truth and where you stand and your feelings, especially because you get the moon right after that. And the moon is about facing your fears and also dealing with your emotions, and none other than the Six of Cups. So the emotions that you're dealing with, the fears that you're dealing with are coming, they stem from your past, either this lifetime or a past life. But that's what the main message of this is for you, this Jupiter and Venus conjunction, is that you're ready for a journey, an inner journey to face your fears of the past. Maybe someone from your past is coming back. Maybe someone from your past, say an ancestor or someone that's already passed on, is bringing you this message and they want to connect with you in some way. The Six of Cups is about past lives, also, things from childhood as well. So this could be something from your childhood that's like coming up and being like released, and you'll have to face it, because the Hermit card, I don't know if you can see in this card, she is going through this portal, and that's what you're doing. This conjunction for you is opening up a portal for you to dive deep and deal with things from your past that you have not resolved yet within yourself, not necessarily with someone else, but mostly within yourself. You get the Taurus card of I have part of fortune and fire element. What this Taurus card is telling me is that the universe really wants you to slow down a little bit. Taurus is about feeling comfortable where it's at, knowing what matters, knowing what's of true value to you. So slowing down, especially as you go on this internal journey to discover new things about yourself and to resolve things from your past that you didn't really know were there, but now all of a sudden they're here and you have to face them. Slowing down and letting that Taurus energy be your guide is going to be the best thing for you, because you'll learn also as you go through this journey how to take care of yourself, because that's what Taurus is also about. Taurus is about self-care. You have to remember with this part of fortune card, you have to remember that you came here and you have gifts to share with the world. But the only way that we really step into purpose, the only way that we really step into sharing our gifts, this is stuff about the 11th house of friends and, sharing yourself with the world. The only way we really get to do that is if we go through that spiritual journey, and that's what Sagittarius is all about. Sagittarius is the ruler of the 9th house of spiritual integration, and pretty much all spiritual journeys are internal, and that's what this is for you. The fire element of desire as the third card here that came out from the Black Moon astrology cards is like the fiery energy of Sagittarius is going to be lighting your way through this portal, lighting your way through this journey, but also at the same time opening you up to your passions, to your desires, to what you really love and you really deserve in this life. You get the Be the Bridge card and celebrate the sacred gap. And both of these cards are asking you to step outside of your comfort zone. Be the bridge, expand your consciousness to behold both worlds. So both the inner and the outer world. The dimensions from here as well as the dimensions beyond this 3D reality. And celebrate the sacred gap. Give thanks for the buffer time. So this time where you get to slow down a little bit and kind of go on this internal journey is actually a really beautiful expression of healing. And that's exactly what Sagittarius is all about. It's about integrating spiritually and healing yourself at very deep levels. Once you do that, you'll see that everything kind of softens, becomes lighter, and you can just continue to go through your life with more awareness. You are a very sensitive person. You get the sensitivity card. So this could mean that you're an empath. And so a lot of things that happen around you, you can feel them. You can feel other people's emotions. You can feel the collective consciousness, when you tap into the collective consciousness, you feel the pain of the world, so to speak. And this means that you have a really open heart. It's actually a good thing. It's a gift. This is one of your gifts. And so to learn to use it in a healthy way, in a way that will help you grow, is to learn to protect yourself and to understand how it really all works, how it is that empathy is a gift. Because a lot of times it feels like a curse. If it feels like a curse to you right now, just trust that it's a gift and learn to protect yourself and protect your energy, because you're about to go even deeper and learn more about yourself, about your emotions. You got the Moon card. And so when you give yourself exactly what the universe is, it's kind of asking you to give yourself. That's how you grow. That's what Sagittarius is, and Jupiter in Sagittarius as well. It doesn't really let us off the hook. And it really wants to go and explore and be curious and just keep going and going and going. And so it's really important for you to protect yourself, especially for being an empath. The last card you get is Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Yep, exactly. And you can see you also have, there's the moon that came up right up here. And Lord Shiva is about transcendence, because we transcend the things that don't work. We transmute energy and we create something completely different and completely new. And that's exactly what you are doing right here. So rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, so pay attention and let yourself dance with the universe. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would love to know in the comments what resonated with you about it. So go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys very soon. Sat Nam. Pile number 2, let's see what we have for you. Wow, I really like where this is going, you guys. You get the universe, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. Getting the universe card as the first card is like getting like the starseed card. It's like the universe is here to bring you a message. Like it's saying you are here on a very powerful mission. Nothing can stop that. All you have to do to understand and to connect with that is to just like take a moment, sit and remember who you are. Remember that you are a light being, that you are a soul, that you chose to incarnate into this lifetime at this moment on the planet to do something very important. This to me brings up the energy of union or twin flames or soulmates or someone that you are supposed to be in a relationship with the 10 of Cups. And this relationship is something that was sort of decided upon before you came into the incarnation, because the 10 of Cups is that card of the perfect life, union with a soulmate, union with a twin flame, union with someone who just feels like they complete you. But it's not just about a completion energy, it is about someone in your life, a partner, a lover, maybe not even romantic at all, but the 10 of Cups tends to be this romantic message, but someone by your side that is here to help you remember who you are, that is here to help, support you through your own journey, because it is something really powerful that you're here to do. The Ace of Pentacles is the message of new beginnings when it comes to money, new beginnings when it comes to projects. You see the Eye of Ra inside this coin, and you see the rainbows on that card, and it brings up this creative, powerful message that you are here to bring to the world. Like the Eye of Ra reminds me of Isis, and the hand in this card is like the healing hand. Like you could be a healer that is getting ready to really step into your mission as a healer. And the 7 of Wands at the very end of this reading is like, you can handle anything that comes your way. You just have to believe in yourself. Like you really have to remember who you are. That keeps coming up for me. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from. You are so much more than just this body. And you are meant to be here in this world with someone by your side that is going to help you to achieve this mission. You may both be in this, mission together. You get Saturn return. You get the third house of messages and the North Node. All of these three cards are very significant. The Saturn return card says you are going through a cycle of maturity, a cycle of growing up, in a sense, of stepping into your power by dealing with all the stuff you need to deal with, by facing your fears, by doing the work, by allowing the universe to show you a higher perspective, because that's what Saturn is. He's the higher perspective. He is, the authority of the astrology chart. He is the one that says, enough of the BS. Now it is time to see the truth. And so you're seeing the truth of your life right now. Saturn return is not an easy transit. It usually happens around 29 years old. Maybe if you're watching this video and you are 29, you are going through your Saturn return. And if you are, know that this is a very transformative time. We literally become, we transform from the caterpillar to the butterfly when we hit our Saturn return. We mature at every level, and you are going through a maturing right now. This is the message from Venus Jupiter for you. The third house of messages, again, we see the Eye of Ra. This is the second time that the Eye of Ra appears in this card. This makes me think of roots, past lives in Egypt, or messages that you are receiving from ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt is also connected to the Syrians, or the Syrian star system. And the message, from that ancient society, it was really about the mysteries of life, understanding the mystery of the universe. And we did start your reading with the universe card. So everything is really matching up really beautifully. The third house is the house of communication. This is you bringing these messages to this time-space reality, sort of like being a transmitter of the messages. And the North Node right now is in Capricorn. In Cancer. The South Node is in Capricorn, the North Node is in Cancer right now. And so this is about connecting and understanding our emotions. But regardless of what sign the North Node is in right now, getting this specific card this is part of your life path. This is your destiny. You are on the right track. You just need to trust. So how do you find that trust within yourself? You could, sit in meditation. You could read a book that inspires you. You could take a course that helps you to understand more about what is all this talk about stepping into purpose and mission, because there's a lot of that right now, and there's a lot of people in the world that are finding a deep connection to the message of, I don't think I'm from here, or I think I'm here for a reason, but I don't know what that is. All of those things are important realizations that come with this Saturn return energy. But remember, you are here to really partake in this life with someone, with a partner. That's, that comes from the Ten of Cups card. The next two cards you get is For This You Were Born and A Splendid Torch. For this you were born, foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. Wow, that's crazy. Like, I don't even have to talk. Like, this reading is really speaking for itself. And I really want to know what you guys think in the comments if you picked this pile. And a splendid torch is like blaze brightly, like shine your light. You are meant to shine this light. And if you don't shine your light, you're going to feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to feel like something's missing. Don't be that person. Trust your intuition. Remember who you are and keep moving forward towards destiny. The universe is here to support you. All of these cards are support, 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 support. Trust your intuition. Trust where the knowledge is coming from, the messages, and remember that for this you were born. You chose it, actually. You get the card of expansion. This is such a beautiful card, interestingly enough. Actually, let me show you something that came up. Is you get the number 22, 52, and then 44 here. So it's like 22, 44. The numbers that repeat themselves are significant in a sense. The number 4 is actually, in tantric numerology, it is the neutral mind. It is becoming the observer. Right now, you are expanding in a way that might feel really uncomfortable. Expanding, like I said, with Saturn return energy, we go through a process of dying, symbolic death, and then we're reborn. We become the butterfly. We are the caterpillar that becomes the butterfly, or the phoenix that rises. So with this message of expansion, right now you're expanding, and you're expanding a lot, and you may not understand why everything is happening. You may not understand why all of the sensitivities are occurring, and you are receiving, intuitions. And, what I would recommend is write things down. Write your thoughts, your ideas, your inspirations out. You never know, like you could be channeling something really powerful that humanity needs to hear. You are a healer, and you're becoming that healer, and you're aligning all of your chakras. So meditation right now, I would say, is really important for you, especially maybe meditate on the image of the Merkaba, which is what you are seeing in this picture, sacred geometry. And lo and behold, we get Isis. Like, what? This is crazy. Wow. Isis is magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. So stay focused. I don't even need to say anything more about this reading. I mean, wow. Isis, goddess Isis, she's the master manifester. She manifested, and she was so connected to the earth too. So she manifested her etheric wings in the physical. So people could actually see her wings in the 3D. And so that just goes to show you like how there's a play between all of the dimensions, and how, it seems all like esoteric, and it seems like woo-woo and stuff sometimes. But the truth is that we all have a magical power to create things in our lives that we want. You are, in a sense, what this card tells me is that you are becoming a master manifester, or you already are, but you're remembering that this is something that you literally came here to do. You came here to manifest things. You came here to show people that it's possible. It's like you have this natural talent for it, and you are really understanding it right now. Saturn energy, understanding it at a higher perspective, at a deeper level, and you are in turn, by activating your healing powers, you are literally being an inspiration to the rest of the world. So please keep doing what you're doing, and let me know in the comments how this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Sat Nam. Pile number 3, let's see what we have for you. We are looking at the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Someone is here to bring you a message. The Hierophant is, the ascended master. He's the one that understands things that we don't understand. You can see he's got kind of like the dark cloak, and there's light, and you can't really tell what he looks like. It could be a she, you don't know, but he comes with a message. And the message is that right now, this Queen of Swords card, right now, you're either being a little bit too harsh on yourself, or you're being a little bit too ruthless with the people around you. I'm sensing that you have built up these walls, and it doesn't allow communication in, because the Queen of Swords, she's very like sharp-tongued in a sense. So she doesn't like take no BS, but what I'm sensing more in this reading is that there's something about you've blocked your ability to communicate and to sort of share your experiences with other people, and you've put up these walls hiding behind this veil of, I know what's right, I know what I'm doing, I am going to basically reject you because I need to protect myself. And the truth is that when you do this, when you put up these walls, you are protecting yourself. However, what you're also doing is you're creating this like Five of Pentacles energy where you feel alone. You end up feeling destitute. You end up feeling sad. You end up feeling like you've got no one in the world, like no one that loves you, no one that you can trust. It creates this really negative energy of like illness and darkness and loneliness, for lack of a better word. What you're needing right now is this Ace of Sword energy. You need to clear your mind. You need to think about things in a different way. You need to gain clarity and learn to communicate in a different way so that you can finally move back to being on path to healing. So instead of blocking the healing, like opening yourself up to it. Right now, you are dealing with a lot of change, a lot of transformation with this Pluto card, with the Grand Cross, and with the air element. The Pluto card is all about change and transformation. Pluto right now is direct. And so what this, this message for you is, which is a message that's coming from Venus and Jupiter, is like, loosen up a little bit. Open yourself up a little bit. Let yourself be vulnerable. Right now, I know, because you're getting this Grand Cross card, right now things feels like it's just one thing after another that won't let up, and you feel tested. You don't know when it's going to end. You're wanting to put up all those walls. You're wanting to close all the doors and say, I'm done. I'm over it. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too difficult. But the clearest message that we're getting here is that you need to find a new way of communicating. The air element connected to the sword cards. It is the element of communication. It is the air. And it is the mind. And so you have to free your mind. How can you free your mind of any, negativity? The mind can literally hold us back from our greatest gifts. It can literally hold us back from the greatest life we could have ever imagined. You have to let go of the fear of the unknown. You have to embrace the fact that you opening yourself up and becoming a little more vulnerable, opening your heart up, allowing yourself to feel, to not block everything out, is what the answer is for you right now. The transformation feels gnarly because I know, because I've been going through it myself. I resonate with this reading because it's been happening to me. I've been getting tested over and over this last couple of months or so. And the Scorpio season has been doing that. It's been asking us to dive deep. But the point is so that we open up. The reason we're diving deep is so that we understand. We gain understanding of our lives. So try to not put up any more walls. Try to communicate. Maybe you should write down how you feel. Maybe you should go and express yourself to someone that feels like you can't, that they're not listening. It's important for you to express yourself. That is the main message here. Don't hold back, like release, like let it go. Speak your truth. You need to move from fear to fuel. With all of this air energy, the air element energy and the swords, I feel like there's a message that needs to be told. And you're the one that's going to tell it. But you need to move from the fear to the fuel. And let what's happening in your life be the message. Become the message. Stand still and own your power. And remember, there's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness of being home. What is home? Home is where the heart is. Home is where our emotions are. Home is where we understand that life goes up and down, and there's nothing we can do about that. But how we react or not react, and how we perceive everything will change your experience entirely. It is time for you to listen to your inner voice. And that inner voice has a story to tell. White Eagle has come to you here as an ancestor spirit that is asking you to connect to your lineage. Because right now, there is a family wound or a pattern that is being healed. And that's the whole reason why this is all happening and why it feels so intense and why you want to block everything off and be in your own world and believe that you have it right and that no one else can really tell you what to do, because it hurts. The truth hurts, but the truth sets you free. And you are healing karma from past lives as well as from this past. And as you heal yourself right now, you literally heal yourself. You heal 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. So Stand in your power, own your power, nestle into your heart space, and remember that you are in full-blown healing mode right now. I hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments how you feel, and I will see you guys again next time. Sat Nam. Pile number 4, let's see what we have for you. When I first look at these cards that come out, the King of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands, I get this feeling of like there's a lot of mixed energy in this pile of cards. We start with like, you know, the King of Wands is a very compassionate person, someone who understands, who feels for other people. It's a leader. It's like a father role. The Ace of Cups is the energy of new beginnings when it comes to love, and the Four of Wands is like celebration. It could also mean marriage or union. It could also be a portal to another energy. And then you have this Nine of Swords here. And this is about feeling like things are off. This is about suffering. A lot of times, you know, like our suffering, our mental suffering is like self-created. Until we realize that we can release it and let it go, we feel like it's happening to us. But until we actually understand that we're in control of our mind and we can change our perception of things, and that will change how we feel about ourselves and our lives. Until that happens, we're going to suffer. And so what I'm getting is like this, you feel like you're getting mixed messages right now. Parts of your life feel like they're amazing, like you're beginning a new journey, and in love, in passion, in maybe even romance. And at the same time, you feel like there's parts of your life that are just kind of falling apart, or you don't feel right. And I think that the reason this is happening is because there are certain things that are supposed to fall away. There are certain things that you're not supposed to carry on into your new life. After this, you know, there's been so many portals opening up for us, but this one is special. Venus, Jupiter conjunct in Sagittarius with the galactic center point. You can't carry on, you can't carry with you negativity. You can't take the Nine of Swords energy with you to this new world. Like, this is suffering and this is like happiness and celebration. So you have to let those things fall away. And also trust that there's, you know, and understand that there's nothing wrong with you, that you're just feeling what's coming up, and certain things need to be released in order for you to really start to move into the direction that you really want to move. For the happiness to really arrive, you need to let whatever needs to fall off fall away. You get the 8th house of endings and beginnings, the Yod of destiny, and the Virgo card of I analyze. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. That to me is it's very sword energy. It's points to this Scorpio season that we've been having, that is, in my opinion, one of the most challenging Scorpio seasons that we have had in a long time. But it points to also this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio that has been asking us to dive deep. Like I said, you can't take this energy with you into the new world. Some things need to die. This is the energy of endings, because there's new beginnings, and it cannot begin until that certain energy ends. Whatever this is for you, whatever is causing you suffering, this Nine of Swords, whatever is causing you grief, whatever is causing you depression, you need to let that go. You need to let it go, because there's beautiful things here too. You have to remember, like, life doesn't always feel amazing, but there are amazing things happening all the time. And if you choose to focus on those things and to do the work, right? Heal yourself, emotionally do the work, but also know that there's something really good coming. I think that change of perspective will really help to ease a lot of the suffering that you're feeling right now in your life. You get the Yod of destiny. This is an alignment that is called the finger of God. And it points to what you need to focus on in order to sort of achieve this, you know, your destiny. And you get the Virgo card. It's like the Yod of destiny is pointing towards the Virgo card. Now, this Virgo card could mean, many different things in this reading. One of them could be you are actually dealing with someone who is a Virgo in your life and they're causing you all the turmoil. Or you could be a Virgo yourself, and right now you're just like, I'm feeling like you're analyzing things way too much. And for some of you, this could mean that Virgo energy of being in the moment is what you need to heal yourself. What you need to let go is to just be right here, right now. Virgo has this ability to call in the divine and bring it, integrate the 9 dimensions into this physical time space reality. So for some of you guys, this is more about you in the present moment and loving yourself right here, right now. For some of you guys, this is dealing, with someone who is a Virgo or an earth sign, and they are just kind of bringing chaos into your life. Or it could be that you need to move more towards like letting go of your own suffering, your own mental anguish, so that you can move into union or, soulmate connection with this Virgo person. So the Virgo energy in this reading can manifest itself in different ways. You need to ask yourself, which one of those 3 options kind of resonates with me the most right now. There is a very special call that you need to answer. And you also need to take care of yourself. You need to give yourself time to process everything. If you are too overworked, if you're too busy and you're not taking the time to take care of yourself, enjoy your own company, it's going to be really difficult for you to move away from this 9 of Swords energy. You have to honor the whispers of your soul. And how you do that is you trust. You trust and you keep walking forward. You keep moving forward in your life. You also get the variance card. So what this tells me is that there's a lot of things changing right now. Don't get too caught up in what's going on right now. Don't try to hold on to something because it's going to just change tomorrow. And then the next day is going to change again. There's a lot of variance here. There's a lot of things that are up and down. So don't get attached. Remember that change is the one constant that we know in the world. And so when we allow change to continuously happen, that's when the real understanding, the real gift comes in. Change helps you release the old and step into the new. Remember, there's positive energy here. There's celebration energy. There's union energy. There's the Ace of Cups, like love's beginnings. But you got to let go of that, the suffering. Don't carry that with you. Don't carry the story of pain and suffering with you into this new dimension. You need to let that cycle end because a new cycle is beginning. You get El Moria card of awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Awakening to presence, this kind of taps into the energy of the whole Virgo of being in the present moment and understanding that by being present, you free yourself of negative thoughts, negative things from the past, attachment to suffering. And so what you need to do right now, what this Venus and Jupiter conjunction are asking you to do is to come back down into your body, to come back down into the present moment and let yourself feel whatever is coming up so that you can finally release it and rise up through the ashes, just like the phoenix, and become that person that you really want to be. You want to step into that, but you can't do it when you carry your baggage from the past. So that's your message for you guys. I hope that this resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if it did, and I will see you guys again very soon. Sat Nam.